We're hanging out here at the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival in Manchester, Tennessee. I'm Julia Cunningham, and we have Matt Berninger from The National joining us.
Yes.
It's been a minute. It's nice to see you, though.
Nice. It's been a few minutes. Nice to see you, too.
Yeah, you had just actually posted moments ago, though, via your Insta that the password is Aging Beauty, all lowercase.
Oh, did I? That's your guys'... Yeah, but I didn't. But
No, it's not. You scratched out. Yeah, but if anyone wants to try that, if you're listening from Bonnaroo, go ahead.
I scratched out the network, though. I thought that was smart of me.
Very thoughtful to your own.
Although there are only
band.
4 networks, so it wouldn't take Inspector Clouseau to
figure out how it works.
Sorry about that, Bonnaroo. Are you gonna? Yeah.
We're not. We'll edit
Festival
that out.
will
It's
go
fine.
on.
It's fine.
No, you don't have to. I think that's
no.
fine.
People need it actually.
Free internet. Everyone should have free internet and health care.
Absolutely. Matt, I mean, since we've seen you, obviously we've had like a run with The National. Like, for you, it probably didn't feel surprising that a record was going to come out this year, but I felt like we saw you guys, well, obviously your record came out in 2017, but we saw you on the road all of last year. We saw some hijinks of, snare drums out on the ice at Aaron Dessner's place up north, and yet all of a sudden we did have this record, and there's sort of a fascinating backstory behind it, but like, were you expecting that 2019 would be dedicated to being back out on the road, kind of?
No, but we've kind of graduated into this, not graduated, or just evolved or devolved into we just were always writing, and the projects start to just collect around themselves sort of organically. We don't make a big plan to make a record. Even Sleep Well Beast, it sort of just
it happened.
It bubbled up eventually, and that one took a long time, but this one bubbled up fast. And then we've been sort of, trying to do less shows a year, but just sort of stay active, but not like in that sort of like kill yourself for a year and a half, and then we were just trying to like just
and
keep
something
it all
a little
balanced.
Different also. You did a run of dates sort of right before the album came out, where you did sort of like a Q&A with Mike Mills, who has also made the film and sort of a producer on the record, where you got to like play it in its entirety, and it's probably sort of been weirdly a minute since you've actually just been able to do a whole record, just start to finish.
It was also, it was also really challenging because there's choirs and lots of string sections.
And guests from the album.
It's a maximalist record for sure, like just and lots of different singers and all that stuff. So yeah, to pull it off live and to tour with it, we knew was not going to be sustainable but we really wanted to figure out how to do it in a special way, at least once, where we played every song. And so in the New York shows, since we can snag the whole Brooklyn Youth Chorus for cheap.
With slave labor. Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to fly of them all around the world. But yeah, so we've done the whole album and every song at least once or twice now live, and it feels really good. It feels like we did the whole thing justice in every form it could take, but now touring more, we'll probably work in the new record in with the old records and stuff.
Yeah, we'll hear some of it tonight, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you'll hear a lot of it, more than some people will want. And
well, you know what? Get over it. It's so beautiful.
No, we've always figured that it's just do what we want, and that's the best way to get people to trust you and stay following you. As long as we keep doing, as long as we don't start wanting to do just garbage. But
not possible, by the way.
No, it is. It is.
I doubt, but like I am also curious sort of about
folders.
Your wife Corinne, who has sort of always obviously been circling around the National, but like
Corinne, you got it right. It's very.
Yeah, you got to get Corinne at the
Everybody calls
store.
her Karen because I did name a song Karen after her and spelled it incorrectly and named it Karen. So I ruined her life
by doing that.
It's
Corinne.
It's Corinne. Yeah,
it's Corinne. And so obviously a large part in sort of hovering around and a muse and all these other things, but like really writing with you and working on stuff. Are you at a place now where it's like, okay, we're touring, we're at a place where we're focusing on this. She's atmospherically just writing more stuff, like. You know what I mean? Like, is this sort of going to be an evolving process with her?
That's a very good question. She's kind of edited and written and sort of pinch written with me since Boxer, right?
Oh, yeah.
And just given lots of feedback. But there are lines on Boxer, some of the best lines. I don't know which ones they are, but we forget who's like they're hers. And so all the way back then, she was already contributing lyrics. But always, I would just run everything past her, and she's a writer and a poet and an editor, and so she was really good at helping me sort of actually mostly have courage to go further into the less obvious and more personal. And so, even when it was about us, she's always been a writer like that. So this record, because of the film and because of the female character, the central of Mike Mills' film, and Alicia Vikander, like embodying that, we knew we needed not only the voices in the album to be more embodied by feminine voices, but also the writing even needed to be literally coming more from feminine perspectives. And my wife jumped in and started really. I mean, she was writing about me from her perspective. She was also writing about the character from my perspective. Like I was writing.
Yeah.
We write from each other's perspectives a lot. So, but it got complicated and really exciting. And yeah, I think we'll keep doing stuff like that.
That's awesome. Well, Matt, we're very excited to be bringing the set live on the Spectrum and airing across the platform on SiriusXM as well, which is awesome. And we're super stoked for it.
Across the platform.
Guys, we're living it all over the place.
All over the platform.
And this is not your first Bonnaroo, I should mention. So this is sort of, like you guys know the run of what a special festival this is in a weird way. It's,
yep.
It's
different. I remember reclining comfortably on an inflatable whale here one time. And that was a good memory. I have some other bad memories, but I try to put those further back.
Yeah, focus on the whale.
Focusing on the whale.
The whale, you guys.
There it is.
Thank you so much to Matt Berninger from The National, and we'll
Which
have that
camera?
set
Which
coming
camera
up.
is it? Both? Oh, that one you're pointing. I should. Okay, good. Now I know.
Shout out
Wish I'd asked.
to the camera.
Wish I'd asked.
And thank you for hanging
Thank
out with
you.
us. So
Thank
nice
you.
to see you. And hang here. We'll be back with more coverage from Bonnaroo.